Xerneas is one of the strongest legendary Pokemon in the franchise, thanks to its great fairy typing, fairy aura ability, great stats, and its incredible signature move, geomency. Xerneas was ranked an S-tier threat in Gen 6 Ubers and A+ in both Gen 7 and Gen 8 Ubers. While Xerneas is not available in Gen 9 as of right now, it was able to be used in the National Dex Ubers format. National Dex is a format where all Pokemon and most regional mechanics are available to be used on Pokemon Showdown. Xerneas recently got banned from this format through a suspect S, despite it never being banned from the Ubers tier in previous generations. So what makes Xerneas so strong that it got banned from the National Dex Ubers tier? Let's discuss. So Xerneas actually got banned from the National Dex Ubers tier, one of the strongest legendary Pokemon of all time, but never got banned. Now, this Pokemon is mostly known for its geomancy sets, that's what really makes it stand out, but choice specs and choice scar variants are not out of the question either, same goes for defensive sets. However, that's not really what got it banned, it's really those geomancy sets. Now of course geomancy is an incredible move, however it's only great with the power up item, because it does boost this Pokemon's special attack, special defense, and speed by 2 stages. However, it's a 2 turn charge move. However, with the power up item, you can completely skip that second turn, or the first turn rather, the charge turn, and immediately get those boosts by 1 turn of setting up, which is incredibly strong. It's basically using Quiver Dance twice in 1 turn, right? Of course, Fairy Aura is an incredible ability as well. Basically gives this Pokemon a Life Orb equivalent boost on Moonblast, which is already a great and very strong move. Fairy is already a great offensive typing, so anything that doesn't resist Fairy is gonna have a hard time taking that Moonblast boosted by Geomancy. In terms of counterplay to this Pokemon, I don't think it has truly, hard counters, but it has some very notable checks. Like Primal Groudon is a very obvious one, very common as well. Ferrothorn is a great Pokemon. Ho-Oh, Necrozma Duskmane, and Zacian for their obvious resistance to Moonblast and being able to take on most of the coverage options. Now I say most because Xerneas can play around a little bit with what it wants to use to break through the Pokemon it might need to. For example, Thunder is an option to break through Ho-Oh. Focus Blast is there to break through Ferrothorn. Focus Blast also does some very good damage against neutral hitting Pokemon like Necrozma, Duskmane, and Zacian, even Primal Groudon if it does have that Geomancy boost up, but it's not able to one-hit KO. So these Pokemon could, take a hit and threaten it back with their strong physical attacks. In case of Necrozma, Duskmane, and Zacian, this would be a steel attack, and with Primal Groudon it would be Breastplate Blades. However, in Gen 9 it's not that simple anymore because of Terrestrialization. Who would have guessed? A Pokemon banned by Terrestrialization. Terra Electric, for example, is a great option. This allows Xerneas to even set up on the Necrozma Duskmane and Zacian, and this gives it a boost to either Thunder or Thunderbolt, and allows it to break through Ho-Oh very easily with the stab boost. I mean, it also can use Terra Fighting. This also gets the jump on. This allows it to also break through Primal Groudon very easily, which means Primal Groudon does not have that opportunity to either go for a Breastplate Blades or use Roar to phase it out. Xerneas could also run Substitute instead of one of the coverage options against status moves, and this also makes it so that Ditto cannot copy its stats and revenge kill and potentially reverse sweep the whole team. I mean, so defensive counterplay was very unreliable, though Xerneas was dependent on its coverage. Offensive counterplay also not really there. Most notable options being Arceus Normal and Marshadow with their strong priority moves, but they are unable to one-hit KO Xerneas from full, so it's not really reliable either. And Geomancy is very easy to set up with this Pokemon's good bulk. It can invest a lot in bulk because it doesn't need that much speed. You have a great fairy defensive typing, which you can change at any time with Terrestrialization. Not a lot of Pokemon that can, not really any Pokemon that can stop this from setting up. Like I said, defensive counterplay is not there anymore, very unreliable. offensive counterplay, not really there. Now I will say that after using the power herb, if you do get phased out by Groudon Roar for example, this Pokemon becomes dead weight for the team pretty much. However, getting the Pokemon out of the field is the difficult part. It's also quite dependent on its coverage options. If you do decide to run something else, you might not be able to take out Primal Groudon for example, but it was still too much for the tier, which got it banned. Really not a lot to say anymore about this, it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about this ban. Did you even know it was banned? I recently found out myself through a comment in one of my in my recent video. Pretty interesting, so I wanted to check it out. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.